My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer, sitting here with a special guest today, my number one gun at the office, Michael motherfucking Cruz. What's up, brother?
What's poppin', Steve?
Oh, another day, another dollar, man.
You already know.
Hey, with conference tournaments and everything going on out there, and I know you've already purchased a Lambo since you've been working with me. You're on your second house or whatever, so I don't want anybody feeling sorry for the kid over here, you know what I mean? You fucked up, kid, you know what I mean? As Skip would say.
It wasn't worth it, kid.
But anyway, I wanted to bring you into the podcast. Cruz don't like doing too many podcasts or whatever the case is, but with the tournament right around the corner, this is one of my guys that talk to hundreds of clients a day, and I want to get your perspective on what you're hearing out there with the clients right now and what's going on, because a lot of people are waiting for the NCAA tournament to start rather than be making money on these conference tournaments, and they're missing out big time. Am I lying?
No, absolutely 1,000% right, man. March Madness, man, that's where everybody gets all messed up. Right now is the time to get paid. Conference tournaments, you got 1 seeds versus 8 seeds. I mean, list goes on and on and on.
Anyway, guys, we're going to get into all that because we want to make sure you guys out there going into this March Madness tournament, a lot of you guys out there that love football, that don't care about basketball, no one asked you to get in your feelings. There's more money to be made in sports betting and college basketball during the month of March than any other time of the year. Let's get that fact straight right the fuck now. So no one's asking whether you like the sport or not. It's all about making a second income. And that's a problem with a lot of you degenerate motherfuckers out there. You're gambling, betting different amounts of money, betting every day, losing an early game, wanting to bet the late game because you don't have a clue what the fuck you're doing. You're not a real sports bettor. You're a fucking degenerate. We deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world. So the key to success is money management and discipline. Betting one game a day, not every day, the same amount of money on every game to see the proven results that you're fucking looking for. Not some guy or a Discord channel that's giving you 5 games a day, 25 games a fucking week where you don't have a chance in the world of making fucking money. And you deal with these guys. That's why I'm bringing you in. But anyway, guys, podcast number 425. And we're going to make sure the bookie dies. We ain't going to keep him alive. We're going to make sure we kill his ass this season. Anyway, today's podcast sponsored by the Money Team. Shout out to Money May. I mean, you see him making news every day. Motherfucker's worth a half a B, about to make it a B soon. Yeah, bought up half Manhattan. Shout out to Money May. You guys want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. Go to the website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number in, and we'll get back with you with a free pick. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, VIP Sports LV. The best way about getting a hold of us, shoot us a DM. Someone will get back with you immediately. Remember, there's a lot of fake pages imitating us right now. We don't send out email blasts. We don't send out text blasts. Like I said, we work with you on a one-on-one basis, which separates us from everybody else. So if you see an account out there that has my pictures and name, just make sure it's the real VIP Sports LV. You work too hard for your money to have some dude sitting in a 2-bedroom apartment in his underwear guessing games with your motherfucking money. Because I know I'd want to beat the motherfucker down that did that to me. So if you're going to bet these sports and you're going to do it the right way and you want to make a second income, you got to get with someone that's been in the business for 30 years, been making millions of dollars doing this shit for 30 years, and someone that can help you win. Remember one thing, it's you and I against the bookie, not you and I against each other. Anyway, my rant's over. You think we should get into the show?
Absolutely. Let's get it.
I mean, after all, these guys love them golden nuggets. How them golden nuggets been treating you and your clients?
Oh, fantastic, man. We're doing, Steve's on fire, man. It's March Madness, biggest time out the entire year to get paid betting sports, but you definitely got to do it the right way.
And we're going to get into all that.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to give a thanks and a shout out to all the active and retired military. It's because of you guys that allows us to live our life and feed our children and live the finer things and eat at 5-star restaurants and make clients a shit ton of money. So any veteran, active military, all you guys got to do is call or DM. I got a free pick for you guys any day of the week. Let's get this out the way. NFL 4-time pro defensive end Maxx Crosby Veronica Garcia's number 2 dude. Okay, Ed's number 1, Crosby's number 2. She told Ed, if Crosby's done, I'm done. So I will not be a Raider. And now this is a fucking real fucking Essa, fool. Wow. Representing the fucking Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's like, I'm done with the fucking team if Crosby ain't playing and shit. You know what I mean? But you got your wish. Crosby, $106.5 million extension contract with the Las Vegas Raider. Makes him, by the way, the highest paid non-quarterback player in NFL history, Garcia. So that's exciting, huh? Well, you said he was worth every dollar and more, huh? Anyway, hey, listen, Raiders definitely needed Maxx Crosby. He's a leader. He's a fucking gangster. And the dude doesn't take no for an answer. So if we are going to rebuild, I was surprised that they did that, because they don't make smart moves. But yeah, Crosby was a must-have, no doubt about it.
We need a lot of help, man, a lot of help. But it's a start, though, for sure. So
anyway, last week we were talking about a couple duos. The answer to the poll question was Stafford and Kupp all day. When we, when we said Aaron Rodgers and Devontae, or, well, doesn't look like we're going to have either one of them. Raiders are going to have to figure out and scramble what type of quarterback we're going to get over here to get this fucking season jumped off. Brady better step in and do his job a little bit more, because they sure were fronting like a motherfucker around town like we were getting Stafford, right?
How do you feel about, because Crosby wants Aaron Rodgers, here in Vegas. How do you feel about that?
Well, I said that last week. I'd have no problem with him coming over here for a year or two, but we still need to draft somebody that could come right in, because he ain't lasting longer than 2 years.
Right.
Yeah, I said it before. We should have got Brady when we could have got Brady. How many times have we talked about it? The Davises don't have a clue what the fuck they're doing on how to keep the right players. How the fuck you let Darren Waller go?
Man, he was tripping, though, man.
Nah, he loved it out here in Vegas. Yeah. He was Vegas to the end. He was tired of losing. Why Devontae?
He started like rapping and stuff, right, Veronica?
He started rapping? Okay, well,
rapping,
I got you.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let's recap some of the comments from last week. Dono said, one of the funniest podcasts ever when Marcus was shocked at some of the things Steve was saying. Well, the only thing I do is keep it real. I don't know if Banks was shocked. He's just never been put on a platform where, we're talking real. Banks off air, he's a street dude. He played in the NBA, guys. He's not half as square as you think he is. Is he a gentleman? Is he super smart? Is he a great dad? Does he handle his kids? Abso-motherfucking-lutely. So that's why he stays professional. But Banks knows what time it is. You guys like that Steve Smith story over there, boy. Fuck, the marching band girl marched right into that pussy.
Oh, that's crazy.
But also the poll on that question was everybody DM'd 1,000%. It's the woman. Never should have called Steve. Never should have came out public. Should have took his humiliation and just kept it to himself, because your girl got plucked. And like I said, blew her fucking back out. And then, like he said, sorry. What the fuck else you want him to say? Exactly. Let's get right into this. I don't really care about Adidas or anything to do with their shoe. They ain't paying me. Let's get into boxing. Obviously, it was a little controversial, and I'm going to give you my aspect on that fight, considering I rolled with Money May for fucking 15 years. Every fight, every city, doing our thing, and know the game real well. And good friends, one boy, Jay Prince Sr., who is a superstar when it comes down to boxing and knowing who's going to win. These motherfuckers won't even take Jay's bets. He wins so much at boxing. But anyway, Gervonta Davis, history of slow starts, nearly caught up to him Saturday night, but he was able to earn a draw against Lamont Roach Jr. Gervonta was minus 1,800. Now, what'd you think of the fight?
It was a good fight. Yeah, something was wrong with Gervonta for sure. I don't think he was like super focused.
Think he was partying a little bit? What do you think he was doing it? You can't just say he wasn't focused and not have a fucking answer. What do you think?
He was. I mean, he definitely focused, but I mean, it just something seemed off about him, because the Lamont Roach dude, he lost. I mean, he already had a loss on his record from some other dude that wasn't all that.
So now you saying he had to have an off night? You ever thought about that? Maybe homeboy's just better than everybody thought.
That's possible.
He had an off night because Roach was putting in that work. Now I have to say it was a great fight. If you took away all their belts and erased their names and they fought against each other, there would have been a chance of a draw. Mm-hmm. But not a chance in the world did he beat the champion enough to win that in a decision. Fair enough. Guys, it was a great fight. He fought his ass off. In a no-name fight, it could have been a draw, whatever the case is. But did he beat the champion enough to win that in a decision? Absolutely not. That's the way.
It was close.
Yeah, you got to beat the shit out. You got to beat the champ down.
Right.
Okay, I'm the champ. It can't be close. It's like Ty goes to the runner. It's the same fucking thing in boxing, brother. You got to beat the champ in order to take that belt. And that's just not like even up square, a little bit even to where you don't know.
Right.
You know, that's why I have these motherfucking juries when they're on these murder trials. Instead of motherfucker, oh, we don't know, guilty. How about you? I don't know, innocent. You know what I mean? What the fuck?
Right.
Convicted motherfuckers for life because you really don't know? Unfucking believable, bro. That's a whole nother podcast.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's get into this NBA debate that went viral. All-star Anthony Edwards said, no interest in ever being the new face of the NBA. When LeBron was asked about Edwards' comments, LeBron said he understands because former players who cover the NBA do nothing but criticize today's players, which is a lot worse now than it was back in the day. The announcers back in the day had the players back. They'd pump them up, tell a little story, a good story about him. Joe's a good dad. He came in. I saw him at the restaurant last night. These days, the motherfuckers want to talk about the color of your shoelaces. If you got a zit on your face and you're out on the court, they got a big problem with it. You know what I mean?
That's the former NBA players doing their own podcast. You know, they have their own platform now, so they're just
they can say and do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, and they're hating on guys that are doing the same thing they were doing. 100%. You know,
the hate in this day and age and the criticism is just absolutely ridiculous. It's a sign of low confidence and someone that just really don't like themselves at all, which is flat light embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. LeBron said there's a weird energy about former players that cover the NBA. Does LeBron have a point, or should a player who once called himself the GOAT do a better job of handling criticism? Deep breath.
Haters hate, man. I mean, LeBron's obviously one of the...
LeBron's got a point, man.
He's one of the face. He's the face of the league, but he's always getting.
But he also has two faces because just like he's saying, "Don't criticize me," when him and his boys are together and they're watching another game or something, what do you think they're doing?
You think
when he pulls up in his Bugatti somewhere, you don't think he's clowning motherfuckers talking shit?
LeBron ain't hating.
You don't know LeBron.
I don't think LeBron's a hater like that.
I don't think he's a hater like that, but you don't think he talks shit?
Yeah.
Man, I'll clown that dude.
That's cool.
Everybody does. I don't give a fuck what you say. He can't still has a bunch of money and is doing his thing. And does he want to see anybody better than him? I'll answer it. Not no. Fuck no.
But he has Luka now, so it's kind of like he's stepping back a little bit.
No greatest of great of all time of any sport wants anybody to be better than them. Real fucking simple. They might act like it, or they're at the game where he has a chance to break that guy's record to go in history of all time. You'll see the player there. He's acting happy, but he's sick on the inside. He don't want him to break that record for tripping. Nothing.
Yeah, he's in the closet tripping for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're going to have to see what Genty does. Boise State, he broke Barry Sanders' record, single-yard rushing record. What's this dude going to do in the league? You know what I mean? What's Barry thinking? This guy goes and has a bomb-ass NFL career. Okay, good. I lost to a motherfucker like that. What if he does nothing? Someone like that just came in and broke your record. I mean, it is. Hey, what Skip say? It is what it is, kid.
It's what it is, kid.
All right. By the way, the Lakers are tied in the best against the spread record in the league. Did you know that, Cruz?
No, I did not.
Nah, because we don't bet much NBA. And the Lakers have covered 4 straight games. Also, LA is at a league's best, 24-7 against the first half spread at home. Wow. Luka went over there and brought them some motherfucking heat, fool.
Yeah, they're back, man.
How's Dallas feeling over there?
Not good.
How the fuck do you give him up? I don't give a fuck who you were trading for, man. You never get rid of that fighting ass fucking white boy. Yeah. He's coming out to get his. He's pulling up in purple fucking Lambos to the Laker games and shit. Like he's out there flossing.
Okay, but it's kind of like there was reports that it's because of his discipline. Great example. We got guys in the room that show up every day, this and that. But if they had a little bit more discipline to actually working as the owner, you would appreciate it more. Correct?
100%. See, you got to stay hungry. This is like what I tell people in motivation all the time in the 101 classes and all that. Steve, how do you be motivated? Because you can't stay complacent. That's why I say buy yourself a new shirt, change your hairstyle up, do something different. But more importantly, you got to stay hungry. You got to act like you're starving and need to eat every day. You have to grind like, not to the stressful point where if I don't sell a deal today, I ain't paying my bills. That's a whole different level of stress. That's like going and gambling, saying I need to win $3,000. I only got $1,000 left to my name, and my rent's $5,000. You ain't never winning.
Yeah.
You going to that casino?
Amen.
Hey, you going to that fucking casino with 500, couple shots, money ain't a thing.
Oh,
you ain't even looking to play.
You're coming up.
Licking for 10,000 like it's fucking nothing. You know what I mean? So it's a different circumstance. But I tell that to anybody in any profession or anything they do, you got to stay hungry. You got to do whatever it takes to get the job done like it's your last, because you got to look at life as a whole. It's precious and it's very fucking short. So, time is money. I got time to lose. So you got to stay on the grind and do whatever you can at your fullest expectations. I run on a 1 to 10 at an 11 at all times, because anything less, you're getting passed. And if you get passed, sounds like you ain't in first place no more, are you?
Nah, you're definitely
you
last.
fading towards the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, stay aggressive for sure.
But the news for fight fans, Turki Allah Sheikh announced the creation of the new boxing promotion alongside TKO, the group that heads up the UFC and the WWE, with executive leadership. Anchored by the UFC president Dana White and WWE president Nick Khan, the new venture is just the latest in Saudi Arabia's massive spending on global sports. Here's the question. Can Dana White bring boxing back to the glory days of the past?
The Turkey dude can. With that Turkey
With
dude,
the money?
Yeah, with the money.
Yeah,
for sure.
Dana has a lot of money too, but with Dana, what he's going to have to do, because you actually hit it right on the head, he's going to have to start taking people from, these top rank, and, you ain't going to take nothing from the Prince family. It's going to be hard to take something from Mayweather Promotions. So, but guess what? Everything changes with money.
So, but what's he?
Look at the golf league. When PGA, remember the new golf league that opened up? They were paying everybody all the motherfucking money.
Right.
Same fucking things. These dudes got endless money. So the only way it would work, my opinion, is Dana would have to go get the top fighters and pay them super money and match them up however they want type deal.
As fans, that's what we want.
100%.
We want to see the best versus the best.
Exactly.
Period. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, like, certain boxer has to beat a certain person or be at a position to be that contender to fight the champ. You don't just, hey, I want to fight the champ and get a fight with the champ. Plus, the champ ain't even going to see you till you earn it. I'm not giving you my money. I'm the champ. I'm the one drawing all the money in. I'm not paying you until you're ready.
All right, so quick question, though, because you rolled with Floyd, right? So the big thing, what was building up for years was the Pacquiao versus Floyd fight.
Uh-huh.
Now, if the money was right 4 years before they actually fought, would have Floyd and Manny fought at that point in time?
100%.
Okay, so I think that's what we get now that they got the money. Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So like you hit it right on the head, though. With the Saudi Arabia's money, they can pay these guys 3 times what anybody else can. Because if Floyd has an up-and-coming boxer, right, and the guy's about to be champ, or let's say he is a champ, he gives a dude $2 million or whatever the case is, and then he gets a call from Dana, same contract for $5 million. He comes back to Floyd and say that. You think Floyd's going to counter that? He's going to be like, fuck off. God bless you. You ain't worth $5 million. I'll never forget the Jay Prince story when he told me, I forget what the number was, like Floyd wanted like 30 or 40 million. This is in the very beginning. He just thought it was the craziest, outrageous fucking number ever. He said to this day, he regrets not giving him that motherfucking money. He said at the time it was just too much for a boxer. It really wasn't worth his investment, blah, blah, blah.
But Floyd was worth, obviously, every penny.
Well, he proved it as he kept going and going and going. But Jay will even tell you, like, man, I fucked up on that one. Should have paid him. Fucked up, kid. Anyway, guys, let's get right into college basketball. It's conference tournament time, as everybody knows. Here are some of the conference tournament golden nuggets. You guys want to grab your pen and a piece of paper? ACC, past 4 winners have all been seeded 4th or worse. Louisville is 16-2 in conference play this season. Louisville got it done last night.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. Southern Conference, the number 1 seed has won 7 straight titles. I need to say that again. Southern Conference, the number 1 seed has won 7 straight titles.
That's huge.
Well, they don't lose. Patriot League, Colgate has won 4 straight conference titles. Now, listen, Colgate has paid the room several times this season.
Yeah, they have.
You know what I mean?
We ain't talking toothpaste.
You know, we ain't talking about toothpaste. We're talking about Colgate getting the job done in college basketball. And they have, I'd probably say we've taken them 4 times, and they've paid us 4 times.
Right.
Just like Longwood. We shoved that Longwood right up that bookie the other night, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Now, Moorhead, shout out to Moorhead, who did not get the job done last night. We were talking about that game because our room always fucks about Moorhead and Longwood. But, we said it. That was too many points wrong. We didn't play it, guys. We were just talking shop talk. But I told you they'd lose outright.
Yeah.
They were what, -6 or something?
No, it was like a -1.5.
Oh, I got you.
But Longwood's definitely my ex's, favorite team.
Yeah, they got to be. Or long gone, one of the fucking two. Anyway, Southland Conference, number 1 or number 2 seeds have won the title in 9 of the past 12 tournaments. Missouri Valley, Drake has won 2 straight titles, and Drake is 4-0 against the spread in neutral site games this year. Shit, the real Drake ain't even 4-0, is he?
Nah.
He got at least one L, right?
Yeah, got a big L.
Anyway, West Coast tournament in Vegas. Guys, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I have these tournaments that are in my backyard. We're seeing how teams are traveling, what they're doing in live fucking action on a daily basis out here in our city, and getting certain information that you guys just can't get on a fucking game sheet. Games that are in our backyard, games that we get pieces on that we know you can get the money. Now, we're going to sit here and tell you that we're undefeated like all these fake-ass motherfuckers do on Instagram and shit? Fuck no. We lose games, brother. But as long as you win 3 games to every one you lose, you ever had a problem going 6-2 for the week?
Absolutely not. That's money.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, when these schools are playing here in Vegas, where do you think they're staying at? They're staying in these casinos, correct?
100%.
And you being one of the biggest sports bettors in Vegas happen to know the casinos.
A little bit more than that.
Yeah, put 2 and 2 together.
It's how teams travel, homeboy. You know what I mean? It's a lot to do. College basketball, these key elements is how you win. That's why March Madness is so profitable for someone that knows what they're doing. Not some guy guessing, betting 5 games a day, this, that, and the other, thinking they're a pro. That's how a guy goes fucking broke. Shout out to all you degenerates out there that are going into the March Madness sloppy as a Boulder Highway prostitute's ass.
But it's not too late.
No, it's not too late.
Not too late.
No.
It's not too late to do it the right way.
So, guys, you guys want to do this the right way? We want to show you how to make money, teach you money management and discipline, build you a bankroll, turn a $1,000 player into a $3,000 player, $5,000 player into a $20,000 player. That's what we do. We can help you. And this, guys, we deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world. So, like the guys out there betting $20, $50, like more than likely, there's nothing we can do for you. Get your $1,000 bankroll together, get your nickel bankroll together, and give us a call, and we'll help with you and work it out. That's why, like, when I'm talking about money management and discipline, guys, I work with guys that bet $50,000 and $100,000 a game. My average player is $5,000 to $10,000 a game. I have probably 34, 35 current 10-dime players in my book right now. A dozen guys that bet $100,000 a game. So when I give sports advice and tell people about money management and discipline and not to take a rollover from a sports book, et cetera, I suggest you listen. And you guys that are betting $50 that have a comment, that don't apply to you. You're not even on the radar, dude. I deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world where we bet, 1 game a day, not every day, the same amount of money on every game. We're not on that degenerate, shit that you're talking about.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, half of the big guys that you got, right, these guys that are betting 10, 20,000 a game, at least half of them started out betting 1,000 a game.
Every one of them.
2,000 a game.
The majority of them, if you want to know the truth.
Right. So it's not, it's becoming one of the bigger guys that we deal with. A lot of these guys, we deal with hedge fund, real estate tycoons, guys in crypto, but a lot of these guys are actually good dudes, man, starting with a $5,000 bankroll. We'll show you how to obviously stick to 1,000 a game. At 1,000 a game, we're going to show you how to make 5,000 a week. Now your bankroll just went from 5,000 to 10,000. And it doesn't mean you start betting 10,000 a game, right? From a $10,000 bankroll, maybe we'll increase it to $2,000 a game.
But this seems to be the problem. Guys do shit on their own and fuck up everything you're working on, which we'll get to in a second. So that's why I brought you on the show. I'm a $500 player, and I call you. What is your goal with me, and what are you going to do?
Well, the goal in the first week is to obviously not, show you how to do this the right way. Playing 1 game a day, not every single day. You got to understand this. We treat this like a business. Don't let March Madness and all the commercials on TV get you hyped up to where you want to bet every single game. Betting 10, 20 games a day, betting parlays. You're just throwing money away. When we talk about treating it like a business, it pays you like a business. Obviously, Steve has the information. These aren't games just based off of stats and trends. We do the golden nuggets because these are facts. But at the same time, as a sports bettor, it don't cost you guys nothing to handicap on your own. But just because a game looks good on paper doesn't mean that game's going to win.
Back 1,000%. Back to my point. I'm a $500 player. Right. What are you gonna do for me, and what's your goal throughout the week?
Yeah. Well,
okay, I signed up for your service for $250. I got 7 days of VIP plays. I have a nickel budget. Tell these people what you can do and what your goal is, and after the week where you're trying to get them and how you turn them into a bigger player.
Yeah,
it's what we do for a living. Tell them how you do it. What do you do? I'm a $500 guy. What would you do with me?
Absolutely. So we'll sit down, obviously, and the game plan is real simple. I'm going to tell you let's play 1 game a day, not every single day.
$500 budget. What does he bet in a game?
200, 250.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we're not here to hype you guys up or sell you on putting the house on a game. We don't do that. That's not betting sports. That's gambling. We've taken the
Yeah,
gamble
but that's
out of it.
50% of my bankroll.
Yeah,
That's
well-
not money management. That's not discipline. That's out the door when you only got a $500 fucking bankroll. Be glad we're even working with you, period. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you guys with this whole, I got 10,000 and I read something online that said I should only bet 1% of my bankroll. Those are guys that wrote that are guys that lose. We're the guys that win. You know, we've been doing this for a long time. As long as we win more games than we lose, our guys get paid because they stick to the money management. Losing is part of the business.
100%.
Correct?
Correct.
But again, we win 3-4 games to every one we miss. You stay consistent. How can you not win?
That's my point. So you take a guy that's betting $250 a game.
$250.
You work with him for 7 days. Let's say you do have the 2 losses like we talked about early. Let's say you go 6-2 for the week. You're up 4 units. Your guy made $1,000 minus a little bit of juice. Right. He pretty much 4 times his investment.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now the guy.
And next week, guess what? Our bankroll went from 500 to 1,500.
Correct. So now the following week, you work out a deal with them for another week or whatever the case is because you're building a bankroll. Right. That's the whole reason why, we don't take 50% of your bankroll, but when you're a small player trying to come up, you got to start with $200-300 fucking dollars to get going. That's all.
Yeah, when we do these deals, man, it's to benefit you guys.
Yeah, 100%, because we ain't making a fucking dollar off your shit. $250 don't do a fucking thing for Mike. It's when he works with you for a week, builds you a bankroll, then you sign up for a normal package, and you guys are off and running, making some money. But week number 2, now you got a $1,500 bankroll. You can bet $500 a game based the way we do it, game a day, money management, discipline. Our goal that week, pick them up $2,000, $2,500.
Yeah, and you started with 500.
So here you are, 15 and 25. You're up $4,000
in 2 weeks
off an original $250 investment. That's how everybody gets started, guys. That's how it gets done. Then you work your way up. There's a lot of whales that we have that started out as goldfish. So you feed you guys, you teach them how to do it the right way, and you get it done. The only person that can fuck our system up is you. By listening to some other dickhead, betting your own games, and fucking up what we got going. How many clients have you had where you fucking take them 5-1 for the week? A $2,000 player, 5-1 for the week. He's up $8,000 to $10,000. He paid $2,500. Has an attitude on Monday because he lost on his own.
All the time.
You're asking him to pay you $5,000, which is the we've already made that money in profit, plus another $3,500.
And it's not just
has an attitude about paying you because he lost on his own. Be real. Tell these.
Right. And it's not just about Steve's winning information, right? Like you guys think you're gambling on us. We're taking the gamble with you guys because we're working with you guys on a one-on-one basis. When you call our office, you sign up with one of our promotions, we work with you one-on-one. So like I said, there's time, there's energy. A lot of you guys have bad habits. It's our job to communicate and sell you on what not to do. If that's the biggest sell is taking a guy that has bad habits and teaching him how to do it the right way.
It's the hardest part of the
and
sell.
then we do that. Like I said a couple weeks ago, again, a $1,000 player. We won 6 straight.
Correct.
Win 6 straight. 7th game goes down, which happens. No big deal. My guys get excited when we lose a game because they know we're going to win the next 3 or 4 games.
100%.
But this guy wasn't. Puts the entire 6,000 we made him on the 7th game. Game goes down. It ain't going to work for the client, and it's damn sure not going to work for us.
Not to mention the thing that the most important part is also when you're going up week to week, there's levels to this shit, guys. If you're starting off with the VIP plays, once we have a successful week, you're moving up to owner selections. Obviously, your goal is to build a bankroll to get to the personal plays, which are those games that I post and do their thing. But you hit it right on the head. That's what a real sports consultant does, and that's what the hardest part of our job is control your bad habits and get you to do it the right way instead of doing it on your way. You do it your way, you get your results. You do it our way, you're going to win and get world-class resorts. Real simple.
But we also
Can you do that emailing and texting somebody?
No, because we also
didn't think so.
We've been doing it for a while to where, like I said, we can kind of know. We know when a guy calls in, he's sincere and he's tired of losing,
Those are the guys we're looking for.
Yeah, those guys that are tired of losing want to commit to obviously trying to do.
How about this? Better yet, has no problem paying someone that wins. That's what you're looking for.
Those guys are even better.
Yeah.
If you don't have a problem taking care of a company that's making you money, then definitely call us.
No doubt about it, 100%. Atlantic 10, guys, to sum that up. Number 6 seed has won the title 3 of the past 5 tournaments. College basketball, guys, these are teams with the best straight-up records within their conference. Ethan's McNeese. By the way, we got $1,000 bet, me and old Ethan over there. He says McNeese makes it to the Sweet 16.
Wow.
I'd bet $1,000 that they wouldn't. Yeah, correct.
Wow.
Because they're 19-1. They're on a major little deal. He showed me a picture of the equipment guy coming out with his ghetto blaster, hyping up the team. I told him, don't fall for that shit. Wow. Wait till they play a big boy team. They'll be gonzando real fucking quick. Right. Anyway, McNeese 19-1. Duke 18-1. Look out for fucking Duke, dude. Mm-hmm. Houston 18-1. St. Mary 17-1. Akron 16-1. Utah Valley 13-1. Yale 12-1. St. John 17-2. Clemson and Louisville 17-2. Louisville 16-2. Which those are straight up records. Doesn't mean a fucking thing to a sports bettor because that's not necessarily against the spread. Those are just straight up wins. Now, these are the teams with the best against the spread records in the conference play entering conference tournaments. UCSD 16-2 against the spread. These are what matter. Yeah. Florida A&M 14-3 against the spread. Robert Morris 16-4 against the spread. Utah Valley 11-3 against the spread. That's getting you some fucking money right there.
Absolutely. And the difference between these teams with the records where they're straight up, these are guys that are just winning the games outright. Now we look for value bets. We're not playing minus 400s, minus 500.
But it's going right back to your point, okay? Right. All these guys out there, Duke, Houston, St. Mary, Akron, Utah, Yale, St. John's, Clemson, Louisville, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, 40% of those are covering against the spread. Mm-hmm. Now, how many guys out there are betting UCSD, Florida A&M, Robert Morris, Utah Valley? No. Those are the teams covering against the spread, getting you that fucking money. After all, that's what you're betting to do is win, right? These are the top teams to cover the over in the conference play entering conference tournament. Top teams to the over, guys. Oregon State, 14-2 to the over. Temple, 15-2 to the over. Northwestern, 15-4 to the over. Butler, 15-4 to the over. Those are some overs that you're going to bend over your bookie and get paid like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. No doubt about it, guys. You looking to get that squap, that whop, that Skrilla, that cheddar? You better fuck with those teams right there. Baseball, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred is considering a petition filed by Pete Rose's family to remove Rose from baseball's ineligible list, which would allow Rose, who died last year, to be voted in the Major League Hall of Fame. Question, is this a good thing or is it a little too late? I think, personally, you do that when he's alive. You're disrespecting the fuck out of him. You never gave him the satisfaction to make the fucking Hall of Fame. Johnny motherfucking Hustle, true OG in the fucking business. You disrespected him, especially when, I'm not going to say 50, 25% of all professional athletes gamble and bet, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, let's get that shit straight. I don't tell nobody stories, but best believe there are a lot of current athletes that bet a lot of motherfucking money. Yes, sir. Betting sports. We'll fucking leave it at that. Yes, I think they lift it and get him into the Hall of Fame. So as time goes on, people learn about him. They know about the story and know that he still made it to Hall of Fame. But the fact they didn't do it while he was alive is some bitch, pussy shit. And Pete would still to this day be like, fuck him.
No, I agree. But it's good for his family that obviously loves him, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. The legacy of the ones that are still alive.
Right, absolutely.
But the legacy that saw him that were still alive saw him in that sports book every motherfucking day out here in Vegas, gambling like a motherfucker. Pete had action in from morning till motherfucking night, boy, and was terrible. I don't know who was worse at sports betting, John Gotti or Pete fucking Rose.
Right.
My God. In the UK and in America, following its Tuesday's debut in the streaming service, this is just the latest media ventures by Markle and her husband, Prince Harry, to struggle connect with viewers on. I don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
About none of that. Music industry. Willie D has said for years that Tupac must be considered one of the greatest rappers to ever do it. Let me fix that quote, Willie. He is the best rapper to ever do it, but I agree with you. And on Willie D's live podcast, by the way, Willie D's a homie of mine. We was out in Prince Island together. Shout out to Willie D, Ghetto Boys, rap a lot, Jay Prince, the whole fucking Prince family and everybody involved. He said on his show, if Tupac wasn't lyrical, then being lyrical ain't important. Willie said when people talk about the best rappers ever, they place too much importance on lyricism. Here's a question to Steve. What are your thoughts and who is the GOAT of the rap game? Tupac is the GOAT of the rap game without any shadow of the doubt. And whoever said he wasn't a lyricist, that motherfucker spit lyrics. I don't like that all educated, knowledgeable rap and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? You just got to have that swag. You got to have that fire.
Energy.
You got to get the energy. You got to get the goosebumps. That motherfucker has to take you on an emotional roller coaster no matter what mood you are. That's what sets the best of all time. You know, Big right there behind him, but on the Pac level, not a motherfucking chance. Anyway, guys, Cruz, anything you want to let these guys know about March Madness? Now, one thing I want to talk about. Haven't you noticed that a lot of people are waiting for the normal tournament and missing out on the conference tournaments? Have you noticed that or not?
1,000%. 1,000%. A lot of you guys got to realize, man, it's not just the big dance. I mean, you have the big dance. You also got the CBI tournament, NIT tournament. There's a bunch of tournaments, but more importantly, right now, we got the conference tournaments. These are the teams that have no shot making the tournament, trying to get into the tournament. And these are teams that we've been tracking all season long.
Well, that's like sitting back in high school and saying, I'm waiting for prom to fuck my date. There's way too many bitches at school to be fucking way before that fucking prom to be waiting for your prom night. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
Guys, there's so much money to be made right now on these conference tournament games. I got games in my backyard I'm getting information on, and bottom line, we're fucking winning. Men lie, women lie, results don't, guys. 30 years in the fucking business, going into our 31st March Madness tournament, and I want to make sure you guys get paid. If you're looking for a second income, you're looking for the things in life that are hard to get right now, you want to put your kids through college, get a second house, get a second car, I can help you do that. There is more money to be made in sports betting than any other investment out there. You guys out there with $200,000 in the stock market, getting a $6,000, $7,000 return a year, get the fuck out of here. I'll show you how to take $100,000 out of that trust fund, start betting $10,000 a game, and make you $40,000, $50,000 a week, my friend. And if you think it's a fucking joke, I've already challenged any stockbroker out there, $50,000, same client, same investment, who has more money at the end of the week, end of the month, and the end of the fucking year, and no one wants it. So, like I said, guys, don't be fooled by that manipulated, controlled-ass bullshit. With sports betting, you know the players, you know the team they're playing, you know what they match up on against the spread, you know what the line is, you know how they traveled, and you have an honest shot at getting your motherfucking money if you know what you're fucking doing.
Hello.
They don't call me Bookie Killer for nothing. Guys, let's go have one of the best tournaments ever, but in the meantime, if you're not signed up, DM right now. We got promotions for all shy shapes of sports bettors. Shy shapes? What? Well, I'm spitting them flames, fool.
Yeah, you are.
Anyway, guys, we got promotions for all size shapes of sports bettors. Whether you're crawling or balling, we got you. Do not miss out on these conference tournament. It's where all the money is to be made. Behalf of VIP Sports, jeez Louise, am I stuttering and shit today?
Fired
or
up,
what?
man. I love the energy.
Hold on, slow down.
Hey, this
Steve.
is going to be our biggest March Madness.
Now, you got me over here shaking and jittering and shit.
I mean, you guys don't see these meetings that Steve has out here in Vegas, man. From what I know, this is going to be our biggest year. And I'm not talking about clients. I'm talking about our information. Is
No doubt about it. You want to tell these guys what my Motivation Monday meetings are like? I almost pass out. I'm going so motherfucking hard out there.
Oh, yeah, we get pumped up, man.
But anyway, guys, like I said, we got promotions for all you guys. Get aboard. Let's go tear these bookies up. Remember one thing. I don't get paid unless you do. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get the job done. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Shout out to Marcus Banks.
Keep hearing things. Let the money talk to me. It must be the money talking. It must be the money talking.
It's Steve Stevens. I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pop.